You might see a sentence there, that word, yep, highlighted in blue when I haven't actually read it. Turns out I started 10 seconds ago, said yep, realised my fan was still on. Had to redo that. I need to clear up why that was blue. Yep, see, this is white. I noticed that we've been playing around with our food wrappers for the last few minutes. We've both finished eating, we could go look for it now. And it'd be a bad idea for digestion to go swim right away. Ah, true enough. Oh, fucking moron. Sounds like a plan then. How about we go along the shore here to the left and turn back after a ways? Deal. We set the food wrappings in one of the bags so we can dump it in the trash later. The sun doesn't seem as strong as before and I can walk barefoot on the sand just fine now. Alright, time to find some Cuttlebone. She winks, not realising how eyes and eyebrows work. She probably won't ever though, so it's fine. Something to it makes it feel large, much larger than normal. I'm taken aback by the scene, craning my neck up to the skies above and taking it all in. I believe we're more likely to find them along the edge of the water. Righto. There are so many rightos and oh and okay in this. We walk side by side, our feet sinking a few centimetres into the sand. I take a glance at her and notice her looking back at me. An instant smile spreads across her face. After only a few dozen meters, I sense my foot hit something unusual. Did you find one, Chew? Let me see. I lift my foot up and slap some sand around to try and make out whatever I just buried with my weight. You'd think you'd be looking. I mean, Cuttlebone isn't just going to be floating around. You have to be looking down to see it. Why have I just whatever. A white oval object comes to the surface. It feels chalky and had a small crack on one end. You found one, that was quick. Whoa, cool. Easy enough it seems. Now are we going to chill or are we going to try and find like 300 billion? I give the Cuttlebone to Davette and she holds onto it with excitement. We keep going the same direction for a while, trying to keep our eyes peeled for more. Yeah, we're just going to keep looking for more apparently. Fuck enjoying ourselves. Who needs that shit? Pfft. Mum told me you had a little accident at our house the other day. What was that about? Oh, that. Okay, so remember on Tuesday when you had your tennis practice in the morning? What the fuck is the point of any of this game? I'm not treating as badly as Sakura Fantasy because quite frankly that was just a pile of raving shit, so I'm at least trying to be entertaining, but what is actually the point of this game? We're 4 episodes in and nothing has happened. There's barely even a plot. While you were there, I was at home lazing around playing a bit of Takedown 3. As usual. Yes, as usual. And at some point I hear your mother calling out to me. It seems she was dusting the house and had gotten to your room at that time and saw me through the balcony. She said she had some fresh juice she'd made and insisted I go over for a glass. Oh boy, I can imagine where this is heading. Go on. So yeah, you know, I figured it'd be rude to refuse, so I went. For juice? There's no way of getting out? Oh, I guess not. I get there and the door is open. She's nowhere to be seen. Then all of a sudden she comes from behind and bear hugs me. As usual. As usual. No one... You didn't think of this. Is this a thing which always happens? You don't look out for it. You're always surprised. A rather cushioned bear hug. Her mother, although slender around the waist like Davette, is much bustier than her. And a bear hug nonetheless. I don't recall when she began greeting me this way, but she's been doing it for some time now. It's good that I'm just thinking this and not talking to it. It's good also that I have to summarise it in my own mind. Again. So she takes me to the kitchen and sits me down and goes to the juice from the fridge. Lemon, orange this time. Oh, and you guys didn't leave any for me. That kind of sucks. Orange juice is awesome. Well, you see, that was part of the accident. As she was coming in with the juice in hand, she apparently spilled some on the ground and slipped on it. I managed to leap from my seat in time to grab her. Really? That means you have reflexes of Spider-Man. Jesus. But my foot slipped as well and I went tumbling down with her on top of me. Oh man, you two. The redacted part of the story here is that her mother was wearing some rather revealing clothes. Short shorts, slightly shorter than the ones Davette had on before. It's like her family is fueled by short shorts and a thin low-cut top. Of course she was wearing all of this stuff because... go fuck yourself. Both of which ending becoming all sorts of see-through when they got soaked by the orange juice. On my way down I hit the counter and got a little bruise on my arm. You did mention this to me. Are you okay? A little bruise on my arm? I'm not 4. I think I can somehow deal with it. Yeah, it was really minor and it wasn't anywhere near the fracture. But your mother totally freaked out and restrained me and bandaged me up. Huh, classic mum. The red tape actually extends further here too. Her mother then tried with all her might to get me in a shower with her. Yep, insisting that she could lend me some of her husband's clothes while mine were being dried. It sounds like this guy was just scared of getting laid. I'm just putting that on the table now. No amount of physical contact was saved from her part during all of this, mind. It took some sweet talking and careful strategizing to be able to get her to let her eyes off of me for a second, but I managed to do it. Then I bolted out of there as fast as I can, still half dressed. Thankfully no one saw me. And that was pretty much it. Absolutely. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Good thing that you didn't hurt yourself. Yeah. What is the... Shoo, have you heard that rumour that about the tan beauty with amber eyes? Huh? I don't have a clue what this is about. Neither do I. Exposition, though, I'm sure is coming. Okay, so you don't know. No, I don't. I thought we just established that. So rumour goes that apparently there's this gorgeous tan girl sunbathing around these parts. No one seems to have approached her, so it's really lacking in details. That is all kinds of just creepy. All we have is her general appearance. Busty, long dark flowy hair. Everyone's busty in this game. Well-toned, amber-coloured eyes, grey tan. That's it. She has dark hair. She goes to the gym and has a tan. Although apparently someone's got close enough to tell she's got amber-coloured eyes, so it was a girl who originally found her, let's face it. A bloke is not going to notice. I don't think, anyway. Whoa. Right? Are you sure she was seen around here? Well, it was Shuri who told me about it. Supposedly the rumour's been going around school. Huh, interesting. I wonder if there really is such a girl like that here. What, goes to the gym and is tanned? Why wouldn't there be? I think we would know if she went to our school. Yeah, again, a bit of an unsubstantiated rumour. Christ, we got there in the end, didn't we? Anyways, oh hey, there's another one. At our feet is a second piece of Cuttlebone, this one in pristine condition. Awesome. Nice. We keep walking a bit more than turn back to return the way we came. I haven't spotted any in a while. Me neither. Maybe we should call it that. We already got 2. These will serve just fine. Okay, if you say so. Time to get wet. Lewd. That is how you'd say that. You'd stick your tongue out like really far. Like, yeah, that is lewd. See how that's impossible? Oh, shut it. Give me those. I snatch the Cuttlebone pieces away from her and sprint back to the chairs. I carefully put them inside her backpack and run back to her. What are you up to? Hiya. Or hiya. I grab hold of her arm as I drive by and pull her with me towards the water. Shoo, hold on, no need to go so fast. Now that's lewd. Haha. We both run in synchrony. In synchrony. Do you mean in sync? Toward the water. As we reach the foam of the water, I let go of her hand and take bigger strides. I dive into the water head first. The immediate full body contact with the fresh water sends a new rush of adrenaline running through me. Aren't we energetic? Well, no, apparently we're still on the fucking beach. Come here. I'm going. It's going to be the same background. You know it is. Oh my holy fucking shit. Okay, well this is the moment where we censor that. Because that is... One part of it is just too suggestive, basically. So we're going to be censoring a little part of that. You can play the game if you want to see it that badly. Hydro pump. Ha. I splash some water toward Davette. She turns away instinctively. Ha, shoo, stop that. Go on, dive. I'll do it, but stop splashing me first. It's cold. You know the solution to that problem. I'm gonna get you for this. Davette finally buckles and dives into the water. See, there you go. Huh? Even though her body dove a few good seconds ago, she doesn't seem to be resurfacing. When I realise what's happening, it's already too late. She leaps out of the water right below my very eyes. Sorry, it doesn't say below, it says right below. So apparently a random scream came from there, from wherever she is, and tackles me with a vicious hug. Yeah! The impact knocks the wind out of me, and we both fall back into the water as an oversized human sandwich. Even though the water level is up to my hip, I still require aid from David to get back on my feet. I stand there for a good while, gasping for air. I didn't know why I thought taunting a fit tennis player was a good idea. It's not that I'm particularly buff, but if it's that you sit on your butt all day and have muscles made of jelly. Hey, stop describing me, bitch. Got me again. To be honest, this is part of the reason I insisted on us coming here, so you could get a little bit of exercise. I'm sure it was. Ha! This is the part where you're meant to thank me for being such a kind and thoughtful friend. Is it, though? I prefer to be inside playing games. In fact, once I've done this, I'm doing like a little sort of recording marathon at the moment. I'm doing different games. In preparation for my 3-week holiday to Italy, he punches the air sarcastically. But... well, whatever, crumb. But yeah, anyway, and after this sort of recording session, I'm just going to play a cricket game. And then I'm probably going to play Heroes of the Storm afterwards, or Hearthstone. Staying inside playing video games sounds like an ideal situation. Oh well, still feeling frisky, huh? Come here, you nerd. She dives back underwater. She catches me right away once again and makes me chase her next. Oh, thank God, we're cutting away. We're just gonna... Oh, we're back here. They have redrawn it, though, for evening, which is an odd touch. What the fuck is that in the background? It's like someone is grinding metal 400 yards away. There's nothing else on my computer which is making sound. Let me check. That's so bizarre. What is that? Yeah, the only thing making sound is Cuttlebone. Oh dear. After swimming around a while longer, we dried up and packed our backpacks, then headed back over to the pier. The sky's starting to get tinted red. We arrive at the bus stop and no sign of people yet again, nor the bus. Davette leans in to check the schedule. Alright, she hasn't been redrawn. That is the same thing. Like, fine, make the skin that colour. Don't change all of her skin. If she's supposed to, I presume she's like sunburnt. And if not sunburnt, really tan. But her hair has changed red as well, and it's supposed to be brown. There's a red tint to it, or whatever. Still going to take a bit, we better sit down. Alright. Once more, we drop our bags on the same street as earlier and sit beside each other. Oof. I plop my head back against the glass and go limp in my seat. What's wrong? Just tired. Didn't sleep much last night at all. And then all this exercise today. I'm beat. I let out a long sigh. I'm sorry for making you exert yourself. It's fine. I had a lot of fun, he said after moaning. Here. Her arms reach around me and she pulls me toward her. She lays my upper body on its side, my head resting on her lap. Her thighs feel incredibly warm and soft on my face. Wait, what? Hang on. What am I doing? She lays her upper body on my side, my head resting on her lap. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to go somewhere completely different with that for a second. I close my eyes and intuitively bury my face in her legs while exhaling and stretching. It feels like I've just landed onto my bed after a long day of work. You're a student, you don't work. My muscles begin to relax and I take in deeper breaths. One after the other, breathing slows down to a peaceful rhythm. Gosh, I really needed that. I turn my torso upwards, maintaining my eyes closed. Hang on. I can still hear that fucking like metal being grinded. I'm just going to make sure it's Cuttlebone by muting it. Yeah, it stops immediately. That's such a bizarre thing to include in your soundtrack. I raise my right arm above my head and unconsciously start to play with my hair. The seawater made it curl up and give a coarse texture after drying. I fork my fingers into it and twirl it around lazily. Around and around. Then I sense Davette's hand travelling down my left arm. Her hand runs over my bicep and forearm, stopping at my wrist where the scar from the injury is. She caresses it gently, her fingertips feeling the texture of the soft tissue. The pads of the fingers follow the perimeter of the scar, studying it. Some moments later, her hand starts moving again. Now it stops at the centre of my hand. I feel her fingers contour along the lines of my palm. Then they go just a little bit further and she hooks them into the gaps between my knuckles, clasping my hand. I clasp her hand back and our palms join together, fingers locked. In my mind, all I see is her. I see her kind expression. Her cute tied-up hair, if you can call it that. Her characteristic shorts, stereotypical. Her dexterous movements with the racket. Her tending to me when I was incapacitated. Her floating beside me in the water. all her skills and qualities, all her flaws and insecurities. What flaws and insecurities did you mention there? Oh wait, you didn't. All the facets of her personality that I've grown so fond of. Deep within these thoughts of her, I'm overtaken by a sense of tranquility, a state of happiness that I wish to preserve. For a good while, none of us utter a word. We just remain there, basking in the sound of our breathing and the song of this cicadas? I don't know what that is. Am I just gonna get up and kiss her? Of course not. Of course not.